So here in this question on construction in mathematics, we're asked to use a ruler and a pair of compasses only to construct an inscribed circle in a triangle ABC of sides AB given as 8.5 centimeters, AC as 7 centimeters, and angle CAB as 60 degrees. Then we have to measure the radius of the circle and calculate the area of the inscribed circle. So our first mandate is to actually get our triangle constructed, then we inscribe a circle inside it. And to do that, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to walk through how we can successfully construct both the triangle and the circle before I will now make a walk through the actual construction. So first and foremost, in this particular question, and generally in questions like this, whenever we are told that we are to construct, I make it a rule of thumb, is been a personal preference, that I should start with the angle, because once I've been able to get the angle, then I can mark off the measurement of the sides that are given, like in this case 8.5 centimeters and 7 centimeters. So I should start with angle CAB. CAB means that the angle is taken at the vertex A of the triangle. C is flanking it and B is also flanking it, but it's at the point A that angle is located. So if I have my line of reference like here, okay, first I will just need to locate the vertex A. So if I say this is going to be my vertex A, then I want to construct angle 60 degrees. Generally, I will just make a semicircle, okay, and with the radius that I use, I will just mark off that semicircle like this. Now, that same radius being used to mark off, first from here, the sharp point of the compass will be here, and then I will mark off using the same radius that I used to draw the semicircle like this, and then the line that I will draw from the point A through this will be at 60 degrees here. So if I want to just draw that line, I know that this is point A to any of the other point. Like for example, if I want to measure 7 centimeters, I would have marked that up with the compass on the ruler. So I can mark up the point that is corresponding to 7 centimeters on that. And then from A, I can just say I want to draw a straight line that pass through that angle 60 to that particular point that I mark off. So I can label this appropriately to say here this is point C, okay, and here this is 7 centimeters. Then to get point B, which is 8.5 centimeters from A, again I will take the compass and measure off 8.5 centimeters, then put the sharp end of the compass here and then make an arc on this other line. Okay, so that is 8.5 centimeters and this is point B. And then to finish up my diagram, I can join the point C and point B together. I'm still going to show this. I just want you to have a feel of what it's going to look like. So this is a triangle that we're asked to construct, but we now need to go ahead to also construct a circle. Inscribed. Inscribed means that the circle should be inside this triangle and you should touch each of the sides of the triangle. And how do you go about to do that? First, we are going to take two angles and bisect them, and the point of intersection of the bisection of the two angles is going to be the incenter of the circle. Okay, it's called the incenter. It's going to be the center of the circle. So if I take this point here on the 60 degrees that I marked before, and I just use an arbitrary radius to mark off an arc, and then also go to this point and mark off another arc. Now the line coming from point A and passing through those two arcs is going to bisect this 60 into two equal parts. So this is 30 and this is 30, but we don't need to reflect that. What I did there, I will also do to some other vertex. So at C, if I'm to consider that I have this angle at C, so I can take the sharp point of the compass here and mark off a radius like this, and also using the same radius, go to this other end and mark off another arc. So from here, I can now say I want to bisect the angle at C by drawing a line from the center of C through those two arcs, and I will have something like this. Now, this is the good thing here. This point where those two bisections meet, this is going to be the center of the circle that I want to draw. But that's not all. I still need to get the radius of the circle. And to get the radius of the circle, I can pick any of the sides, maybe this side or this side or this side. And I will just use this particular incenter as reference to bisect that line, and then the line coming from the incenter to that particular line will be the radius that we're asked to measure. So if I put the sharp point of the compass here and I mark off a particular arc here, and with the same radius mark off that another arc here also using that same radius, then I will still come here, okay, I will mark off an arbitrary radius and also come here and mark off another arbitrary radius. So what I've done now, I can now use a straight line to join from the incenter to that particular perpendicular bisector of the side AC of the triangle. So from this side of the triangle to the center, this distance here is going to be the radius of the circle that we're asked to find. Okay, so this is going to be the radius R. This is the R that we're asked to find, and we can now put the sharp point of the compass here at the incenter, and then the pencil of the compass can be here, and then we can now draw a circle that is going to join each of the side of the triangle. So it's going to be something like this, and with this we would have finished the question as we have to find. And since we would have measured the radius, then we can find the area of the inscribed circle by making use of the formula that the area of a circle is equal to pi r squared, and that r already we have gotten like this. So this is what we are going to do, and I'm going to just show us as I do them practically. I just need us to have this understanding, and we can go ahead and see for yourself right now. So first we need to draw our reference line, and then after having done that, we need to locate the point A where our angle will be taken from. So let's say this is point A noted in red. Then we can bring in our compass to draw a semicircle, which is a 180 degrees angle. That's the angle on a straight line. But using the same radius, we can go to one side of the semicircle and mark off angle 60 degrees. Now what we have just done has been able to divide this whole angle into 60 and 120 degrees, and we need to make use of this 60 degrees to get the inclination of A to C. But we know that AC was given as 7 centimeters, so we can mark that off on the ruler and take our compass to the point at A, and then draw an arc that is going to pass through that angle 60 degrees to meet that particular arc that we just drew, such that we can get our AC. So this straight line is now passing from A to C through an angle of 60 degrees. Okay, and then we are also told that AB is 8.5 centimeters, so we can take our compass and go to get 8.5 on the ruler, and then go to A so that we can draw an arc to mark off point C, just as shown in the diagram now. And then having done this, we can now say we want to complete our triangle by joining C and B with a straight line. And so this is as good as it comes. This is our triangle that we are given, and we can label the point A where we took our angle, the point C, and then we have between, and then we have point B just as given in the diagram. And then the distance between A and C, line AC is 7 centimeters, then line AB is 8.5 centimeters, and the angle that we are given as CAB is 60 degrees. So we have been able to successfully complete our triangle as requested. Now we can go ahead to say we want to draw the circle, and now we can look at angle 60 degrees and we can bisect it by taking those 2 points, and we are going to take a straight line to that arc together. But we can also look at point C as explained before, and then first we want to draw the angle at C, so you can just draw this angle, and then at each point of those angles we can put our compass there and draw an arc, say here, and then go to the other point maintaining the same radius, and this is how we bisect an angle. Okay, so you can also draw another arc, and then these two angles, the angles at A and the angle at C that we have constructed, we can just draw a straight line to bisect them as shown. This is the bisection of angle C, and then we can also go to bisect the angle at A. Just take a ruler through from the point to the arcs that we just constructed and then if we just locate it appropriately, now that is also the bisection of the angle 60 degrees. So now the intersection of those two bisectors is going to give us the incenter, which is going to be the center of the circle that we're asked to inscribe in this particular triangle. But before we can actually before we can construct the circle, we need to find the perpendicular bisector of one of the sides. I will take the side AC, so I can just take an arbitrary arc and mark off the line AC on these 2 points, and then I'll take the compass to each of those 2 points again and draw another arc at the top, just as being shown, and then go to the other point, draw another arc. So the point of intersection of these two arcs in blue to the incenter of the circle, I'll need to actually construct a straight line. So that's a straight line. Now, from the side of the triangle to the incenter is going to be the radius of the circle that we're asked to construct. So I can now take my compass to the center like that and just bring the pencil side to that side of the triangle and complete the circle, and our work is done. So the final thing is for us to get the radius of the circle, and it's still the radius that is on the compass, so I can just mark it off on the ruler and I can see if I'm doing that correctly. This is 2.123, that's around 2.3 centimeters. So that's what I can use to get the radius, and I can use to compute the area of the circle as requested. All right, so from our foregoing, we can say that this is our R, and we have been able to get the radius R to be 2.3 centimeters. So here, this is the answer to A, and here this is B, and then C. You know that the area of the inscribed circle is defined as pi r square by reason of the formula for the area of a circle, and pi is 22/7. R we have obtained to be 2.3 raised to power 2 to input in the formula. And to evaluate this, we can use our calculator to say we want to have 22/7 multiplied by 2.3 raised to power 2, and that will be in decimal place 16.6257. This under the bar will be repeated, so we can just say 16.63 because we can round 5 up to 1 and add to the initial number 2 to make it 3. So it is 16.63 centimeter square. And you can see how our understanding of how to construct a triangle and how to construct an inscribed circle in that triangle had helped us to solve this question fully and totally, just like this. So if you want more questions on construction, you can just check our playlist, and it's going to help you to be able to carry out this type of questions and solve them judiciously in your math exam. So these are the kind of videos that we constantly upload on DaveTuts Academy, so that they can help you to build your proficiency in your STEM subjects and be the best that God had created it to be. If you are yet to subscribe to the channel, it is free of charge and it's not going to cost you anything, but you will have information and access to all of our videos once we upload them. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click on the like button, click on the notification bell so that you will have notifications of our videos once we upload them. And until next time, God bless you.